right, Leo, is everyone paying attention to you?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Today I'm going to talk about our bones. I believe all of you have seen some kind of bones, like chicken drumsticks or pig ribs. But do our bones look the same as the bones we eat? And simple answer is no, because the bones we eat have been fully cooked. So today I'm going to talk about the structure of our bones. That is, in other words, what do our bones look like? And then I will go on to the functions of the bone system. So let me start with a bigger picture of our bones. Here it is. Here you are looking at a part of a bone that is from the longest bone in our body here. And we can see that there are three layers in this bone. The outer layer here, the middle layer, and the inner layer. The most astonishing thing for me in this picture is that we can see a lot of blood vessels, the blue ones and the red ones, in the outer layer around our bones. We cannot usually see these vessels in the bones we eat, but they are really very important to us because they transport oxygen and nutrients into the bones and transport carbon dioxide and waste out of the bones. So simply, they're keeping our bones alive. So next to the outer layer is the middle layer, which is called compact bones. As its name implies, it is very dense and hard, and it is the majority part of our bones. But still, we can see a lot of tiny holes here, and a lot of tiny canals in these compact bones. I will talk about these holes and canals a little later. The last layer is called spongy bones. It's in the inside. Its name implies that it is not as hard and dense as compact bones. Actually, there are a lot of irregular small holes within the spongy bones, and we can see that even its surface is not smooth. Okay, now that I have given you a bigger picture of our bones, let's zoom into the compact bones and take a look at the microscopic picture of compact bones. We can see from the picture that the vast majority part of compact bones is calcium compounds. This calcium compounds makes the bones hard and dense, and also makes the bones the biggest storage house of calcium in our body. And the holes we just saw are here. They are made for our bone cells. Bone cells are quite different from other cells in our body because they usually stay in the same place for a very long time, as they have been trapped by these small holes. And the small canals here, we can see clearly that they are made for blood vessels. There are only two kinds of blood vessels in our bones, the vertical ones and the horizontal ones. These blood vessels get blood from the main vessel and transport it all around the bones to support the living of our bone cells. Okay, now that I have talked about the structure of our bones, let's move on to the function of our bone systems. There are 5 functions of our bone systems. The first function of our bone system is to support ourselves. Bones compose the supporting framework of our body, just like the steel girders support our buildings. And the second function is to protect ourselves. Some bones form boxes to protect other organs. For example, the rib form a cage to protect our hearts and our lungs. And the third function of our bones is to help movement, because a lot of our muscles are attached to our bones. And there are 2 more functions. One is called hematopoiesis, which means the making of blood. And the last function is the storage and the release of minerals, especially calcium. Let me explain how bones help maintain a stable level of blood calcium a little further. There are 2 cases. The first case is when blood calcium level is too low. Then the bone, some some bone cells will start to decompose the calciums around them, and then the calcium is released into our blood. Then the blood calcium level returns to normal. And when blood calcium level is too high, calcium will be absorbed into the bones. But the first process is much more frequently seen and much faster than the second process. So there's a little tip. First is to eat enough calcium to avoid the first situation, and the second is to do more exercises, because exercises can make our bones healthier. In summary, bone has a very complex structure which form a living system, and bone system is very important to our whole body, and we should treat our bones well. Thank you.